directed by Seth Gordon and stars Dwayne Johnson, Zac Efron, Alexandra Daddario and a few more, and is the movie adaptation of the classic 90s TV show of the same name, starring Pamela Anderson and David Hasselhoff, and is the story of Mitch Buchanan, now played by Johnson, and his team of lifeguards who have to sort of get their head around this new guy, Matt Brody, who is a two-time gold medal winner, who's a bit up himself, thinks he can do the job already, and is just a real idiot, really. It's just them, you know, mainly him and Mitch having to get on together to become great lifeguards, but they have to get on a little bit quicker because there's a criminal drug conspiracy going around on their beach, on their beat, and they have to sort it out. Guys, I'm always honest with you from the minute go on these reviews, and I was really looking forward to this one. It was one of my top trailers when I watched it. I see a lot of movies in the cinemas, and when I saw the trailer, it kept making me laugh, and I was really excited to see this movie. Now, as I've said before in my previous reviews, Dwayne Johnson is killing it at the moment. He's great at comedic roles, and he really made me laugh. As well as Efron, I mean, he's done some great movies like Bad Grandpa and the duo of Bad Neighbours and Bad Neighbours 2. He's absolutely hilarious in both of those movies. So I wanted to see how these two really got on together, because he was great with De Niro in Bad Grandpa, but would he get on with Johnson in this one? And I'm happy to say they really did. They were really, really funny, and it was quite well documented that the two really, they worked out together and really hung out a lot on set, and you can really, really tell when you watch it. They had some great chemistry together, and so did Daddario and Efron. They were really funny together. They had a little bit of a relationship going on sort of between their characters, and you can really see they're really funny and really charming together. I really did like it. Now, when you watch Baywatch, you think of beautiful women in red swimsuits, and you think people in slow-mo and people being rescued, and of course you get that, and that's no disappointment with this. It's a Baywatch movie, you get what you pay for. But I would say the story is a little lackluster, it's a bit predictable. I would say that it's a classic thing, maybe because Baywatch has that classic element to it, but I would have expected something a little less predictable. Seth Gordon has also directed things like Horrible Bosses, and when you watch things like this, you can sort of see his style in it. It's very predictable, it's very middle of the road, but maybe you should expect that from a movie that is based on a 90s TV show. You're expecting these 90s obvious sort of stories, so I was kind of okay with it, if I'm honest with you. But for me, it also had like a really bad point to it, which was the character of Victoria Lee, played by Priyanka Chopra. I'm really sorry if I pronounced that wrong. It seemed to me that the story would go somewhere, and you'd think, you know, there was this really funny montage with the guys of Efron and Johnson having their competition and things like this, and then she would turn up and it would just kill the story dead. And she's very Bond-esque, and she mentions in the movie she's very, very much could be a Bond villain, but I don't necessarily think that's a good thing. She was extremely corny, a very non-original plotline to her, and she was very, very, very bland. I don't know. It just whenever she came on the screen, oh great, here we go. You know, it just never really excited me. I could have done without her, or maybe someone different. I don't know. But she just seemed to really annoy me and really get on my gear. You know, I just didn't like it. We do get an annoying side character in every one of these sort of throwaway comedy movies, and we do get one in this. He is hilarious. There's like a thing where he gets his dick stuck in a deck chair, and it's hilarious and so funny. He did annoy me, but there was he annoyed me in certain aspects, but for some reason I kept seeing elements of TJ Miller, the guy who is in Deadpool as the barman. Really, I could see elements of him in it, and I was seeing more of him in the film than I was the actor that played the sidekick character in this movie. I don't know if it's a bad thing. I think he's got little tropes of TJ Miller in him, but it seemed a bit TJ Miller-esque. Saying his name a lot now, it's a bit weird, but yeah, I liked him. He really broke up, sort of, because you'd see the Priyanka come in and be really boring, and then you get a dose of sidekick, and it'd be really funny and really really refreshing. I don't think he's an actor who's done very much, but hopefully he does a little bit more, because he was extremely funny. That being said, there is a really disappointing part for me. That is, yes, I was in there, yes, I was laughing, I found it quite funny, but all of the best jokes were in the trailer. So when they came up again, I wasn't belly laughing like I thought I would be, because I'd already seen them, and it's so disappointing when they do that, when they put all the best parts of a movie in a trailer. Now, sometimes that ruins a film and makes it unwatchable, because it's like, oh, God's sake, I've just watched it all in 2 minutes. Which didn't happen in this, thankfully. There was still some funny moments I wasn't expecting, but it's just the best ones that make you belly laugh. I belly laughed in the trailers, and I didn't do it again when I watched the film, which is such a shame. But the movie was thoroughly entertaining. I really loved Dwayne Johnson. I really loved Zac Efron. I loved all of the cast. They were perfectly matched together. It was really cool, and it sets up, I think, for a second one. And I will watch the second one. I really do. I am looking forward to that. So for that, guys, I am going to give this film my rating of 3 out of 5. Mainly because I was going to give it a 3.5, but Priyanka Chopra's character really ground my gears. But the rest of the film was thoroughly entertaining. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what you thought down below. I'd love to know what you guys think, and I will see you all later.
We'll be right back.